Hey guys, today I'll be doing a review of the new, just released Reebok Boxing Boots. Many of you know these boots that were popularized by Floyd Mayweather Jr. He's been wearing these boots for quite a long time now, several years, and up and just till a few weeks ago, they weren't available to the public. I think a few other Reebok-sponsored boxers had worn these boots as well, like Amir Khan, and I know recently Conor McGregor was seen wearing these boots as well. And so a lot of people have been trying to get their hands on these boots, and now it's finally released for the public. These boots retail for, I believe, $99. But if you go on Reebok.com to purchase them, if you sign up for their newsletter, you get 15% off any of your purchase. So you can use that towards the purchase of these boots. Which is actually a pretty good deal considering that a lot of boxing boots are kind of in that range between the $60 to $100 range. So as you can see, it's a very attractive looking boot. You have two different color combinations you could choose from. I chose this, the white with the black outline, or you could choose an all black with red, with a little bit of the red Reebok logo on there. So just an overall look at the boot is, again, it's very nice. It's a very lightweight boot, like a boxing boot should be lightweight. It does have a synthetic nubuck outer layer with a mesh material that you find on most boxing gear. So I'll try to get a nice close-up of that. So you have the kind of that mesh, that breathable mesh, and then you have the faux nubuck right here. So basically, nubuck is suede, but it's a synthetic version of that. And it has an EVA midsole for some cushioning, and then underneath you can see the herringbone rubber grip sole here at the very bottom, which is really good for pivoting and using your footwork in boxing. It does have, of course, the signature ankle strap, which you can use to help lock in your ankle to prevent rolling or flexing. Very nice feature. It is a mid-cut boxing boot, so it's not a low and it's not a super high boxing boot that you see some boxers use during fights. So it's a nice mid-cut boxing boot you can use in the gym. Loosen up the laces, slip your foot in, and then tie it up. It's really nice where you can go all the way to the top of the laces if you decided to, or you can kind of go midway if you're trying to save some time. And then after that, lock your leg into this. I use these boots, and I only tried them once. I haven't actually used these very much at all. This is kind of just more of an initial review. The boot is made in China, so you can see the tag right over here. I wear size 10.5. My recommendation on sizing is these boots run a half size short. I have wide feet. And when I put these in, they're really snug, especially in the toe box area right here. The main concern for anybody when they're buying a shoe, or a boxing shoe for that matter, is comfort. So my biggest suggestion with these boots is that they run a half size short. So I would if I get 10.5, then I should have gotten an 11. So whatever size you have, go up a half size on that, just because I feel that the toe box area is a little bit on the narrow side. So again, very nice. Comfort-wise, they're a very comfortable shoe. Aside from being a half size short, the other feature I love about these shoes is that the inner soles are removable, so you can take the sole out and put in your own custom sole, which is a great feature because some boxing boots, the sole is completely glued or seamed into the actual bottom of the shoe. So that means that if you wanted to use your own sole on it for comfort, you would have to put it on top of the existing sole, which might make your foot rise up too high inside the boot. Or in this case, you can take the sole out and put your own in, and then have your own level of comfort. Some people like doing that. I do, just because I have weird feet and my feet are wide, so I like putting my own cushioning in there, and it makes just wearing the boot that much more comfortable. So again, very comfortable. I would compare these to the Adams boxing boots that I got. They're about $50-ish cheaper. But again, the Adams Boxing uses real leather, whereas this uses synthetic nubuck. I will also do a video where I will compare both shoes to give you an idea on that as well. So, as you can see, it has a standard lacing system with the lace eyelet. You can't really see it right there. right there. There's a little eyelet in the middle for the top of your foot to be locked in, ankle strap, and then you have the mid-cut design. So again, I believe Reebok will probably, based on how well they do with selling the shoe, will probably release more colors, but in the meantime they just have black and white and all black. When I was using these, I noticed that the outer part of the shoe right here, especially where my foot rubbed against, was a little bit on the narrow side. So I think that just has to do with the half size smaller. That was the only area of discomfort I felt, was the corner of the outside of my foot, like on this corner of my foot would kind of rub against that. But over time they will break in and that won't be an issue. So again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment. I think they're a great boxing boot, relatively priced fair, and definitely a very good looking boxing boot, one of my favorite looks that you can get. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask and let me know.